Hey guys, I'm Dr. Phoenix and welcome back to the channel. And first and foremost, I've been on a little bit of a hiatus. I've missed you guys, so I'm super excited to be back. I hope you guys are having an amazing spring. Thus far, I am. And to celebrate coming back to the channel, I'll be answering a question for one of our fellow ladies. So let's throw that question up on the screen. Boom. So thank you for the info. You're very welcome. Thank you for saying thank you. Can you talk a little bit about skinny fat? People who are over on thin or fit, but still have resistant fat on the belly fat. And this is a really good question, something that affects a few women, what skinny fat is. Maybe you've never heard it defined, and you've been looking at your body as you're losing weight and wondering why you have this kind of belly pooch, but everything else looks slim on you, but you've still got this belly. And that's essentially the type of skinny fat, what a skinny fat body looks like. So to throw up an image for those of you who don't know what skinny fat looks like, here's a classic example of a skinny fat body. Boom. So this lady here, classic example, she's got thin arms, thin legs, but she's got this middle section that's kind of pudgy, belly pooch, obvious belly pooch. And what skinny fat is just a non-sciencey way of describing a body type that has a disproportionately high amount of body fat, even though the person has an average weight or even a low weight, okay? They may be low on the bathroom scale, look skinny, their weight might be really low, but then when you look at their body, they've got this big amount of belly fat going on. And that's exactly what skinny fat is, just a disproportionately high amount of body fat relative to muscle on a person's body. So here's why people get skinny fat. This is a twofold reason, two things that collide. Number one, if you are working out and you are totally focused on cardio, all you're worried about is burning calories when you go to the gym. So you jump on the treadmill and you run for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, okay? Or maybe you get on the exercise bike or the elliptical machine. There's absolutely no type of strength training when you go to the gym or when you work out. Then you are putting yourself at risk of developing a skinny fat body. And the reason why is because when we exercise, we are not only burning off some fat, we are also burning off some muscle at the same time. It's just the way it is. It's not anything to freak out about. Some workouts burn off a little bit more muscle than others, but the thing to remember is that when you work out, you're doing some damage to your muscle, some micro damage to your muscle, as well as burning off fat. So that's number one. People who work out and they're not choosing workouts that are helping them build muscle or stimulate muscle growth, they're just totally focused on cardio, and a classic is long duration steady state cardio, like running long distances. That is a classic type of workout that puts you at risk for a skinny fat body. The second thing that ties into a skinny fat body are people who don't get enough protein in their diet. So remember when I just said that you break down some muscle when you work out? Well, in order to reverse this damage, you need to get enough protein in your diet, this specific nutrient, because protein is what our muscles are made of. So when we give our body protein, our muscles take the protein, rebuild itself to a stronger, fitter version. So you either preserve muscle, or if you eat a good amount of protein, even more protein, you can actually help build muscle, and your muscles can become bigger and bigger. That's why a lot of guys love protein shakes, okay? Because they want to get bigger, bulkier, so they just cram down that protein, a lot more protein than the average amount, and then they get bigger muscles. Now women, okay, I know you're probably hearing this and you're like, I don't want to get big and bulky. Don't worry about that. I've talked about this in a previous video. We don't have the level of testosterone to get big and bulky like men, so this is negligible, okay? So you still need to get a good amount of protein in your diet in order to rebuild, replenish your muscles. So that's the key thing to keep in mind. So I like to give this scenario. I love analogies. So I like to give this scenario because it really drives it home. When you approach your diet and your exercise protocol for the purposes of losing weight, getting in shape, I like to give the construction site analogy. So let's say we have a building, and the building is something that we want to demolish so we can rebuild the building into something that's leaner, fitter, stronger, more beautiful, i.e. our body. So first we've got to bring in the wrecking crew and the wrecking ball, the demolition crew. So exercise is actually like taking a wrecking ball to our body. We're breaking down the fat, and through bringing in the wrecking ball, we're going to have a little bit of collateral damage to our muscles. Totally normal. But now when it's time to rebuild the body to a fitter, more beautiful version of itself, we've got to bring in the construction crew and the architect. And that's what nutrition is. Nutrition is the architect for your body. So after we're done beating up that fat and breaking down some muscle, bring in the nutrients, namely protein, and our construction crew is going to be able to build our body to a leaner, fitter, more beautiful version of itself. And you don't have to worry about getting that skinny fat body because you're bringing in the protein, which is going to help rebuild the muscle that you lost during exercise. And that's it, guys. It's really, really simple. Just think of it in those terms when you approach your diet and your exercise program. Also remember, lift those weights. Get some weights in your training program. Don't totally focus on cardio because, like I said, cardio does not stimulate muscle growth. And the skinny fat version, the body that is skinny fat, is a body that is clearly indicative of somebody who has a high amount of body fat relative to muscle. So if you don't want to get that, lift the weights, do some strength training, get that protein in your diet. You'll look beautiful, you'll look fitter, you'll look stronger. You won't get that skinny fat body. And that is what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a little like. Now drop down in the comment section and share your thoughts on this video. I hope it was really, really helpful to you. And I'm gonna leave some links down in the description box below. One, to my blog, another video where I talked about how to lose weight and still keep your curves, which plays on this video. There's some great information in that video that you guys can use to help build on your knowledge on not getting skinny fat. And then also check out the FitBeauty Shop for some awesome nutritional goodies to help you achieve your fit and beautiful body. As always, it was my pleasure. I'm Dr. Phoenyx. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay awesome, stay beautiful, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Peace.